For 12 years, Ambassador Sarah Mitchell had represented Earth at the Galactic Council with perfect diplomatic grace. She smiled at insults, nodded through condescension, absorbed casual bigotry with practiced patience. The Council had learned to ignore humanity's single delegate, the way one ignores furniture. That ended during the 4,847th session. The human petition for trade route access is denied, announced Chancellor Vexthal without looking up from his datapad. Again, as always, let's move to matters of actual importance. Sarah stood slowly. Something in the movement made several nearby delegates pause. No, she said quietly. The chamber fell silent. In 12 years, Sarah had never interrupted, never raised her voice, never said no. Excuse me? Vexthal finally looked at her. Did you just... I said no. Sarah's smile was gone. Her voice remained calm, but something fundamental had changed. We're not moving on. We're addressing this. Now, the human makes demands? A Thoraxian delegate laughed. How amusing. Not demands. Observations. Sarah pulled out her datapad. The movement precise, controlled. Observation 1. Earth has filed 847 trade petitions in 12 years. All denied. Observation 2. Species with half our industrial capacity have open access to routes we're excluded from. Observation 3. Her eyes met Vexthal's. You've been treating us like children because we've been acting polite. Polite is what civilized species. Vexthal began. Polite, Sarah interrupted, was us trying to fit in, trying to play by your rules. Being good little newcomers who smile when you steal our research, copy our technology, and deny us basic economic access. She set down the datapad. That's done now. The temperature in the room seemed to drop. Earth hereby withdraws all pending petitions, Sarah continued. We're also withdrawing from the technology share initiative. Shocked murmurs rippled through the council. The Valorian delegate stood. You can't just... Human medical research is integral to 17 ongoing projects. Was integral, Sarah corrected. Past tense. You should have thought about that before the 847th denial. This is extortion. Vexthal slammed his appendage on the desk. No, Chancellor. Extortion would be if we threatened you. Sarah's expression was pleasant again, but wrong somehow, like watching a predator smile. We're simply choosing not to help anymore. We'll trade with individual species who approach us directly. Fair terms. Mutual respect. But the Council? She gestured to the assembled delegates. You can figure out your own problems. You need us, a Kryn delegate protested. Earth is one world against 800 civilizations. Correction, Sarah said. Earth is one world that reverse-engineered your FTL technology in 6 months. Well, you've had it for 6,000 years. One world that solved your Valorian plague in 3 weeks when your best minds worked on it for 3 decades. One world whose primitive culture has been propping up your advanced civilizations because we were trying to be team players. She leaned forward. We don't need you, Chancellor. We never did. We just thought it would be nice to have friends out here. The word friends carried enough acid to corrode steel. Turns out you needed free research, free solutions, and someone to condescend to. The first 2 stopped today. The council chamber erupted in protests. Sarah waited, motionless, until the noise died down. This is what happens, she said into the silence, when you mistake patience for weakness, politeness for submission, cooperation for desperation. She began packing her materials. Earth tried your way for 12 years. Now we try ours. And what is your way? Vexthal asked, voice tight. Sarah smiled, genuinely this time with teeth. You're about to find out. Earth recognizes only bilateral agreements from this point forward. You want human technology? Human medical breakthroughs? Human innovation? She headed toward the exit. Learn to say please. Learn to offer fair terms. Learn that no is a complete sentence. She paused at the door. Oh, and Chancellor, that quantum computing breakthrough you've been trying to crack for 40 years? We solved it last Tuesday. We were going to present it today. She glanced back. Now we're selling it to the highest bidder. I hear the Kryn clans are very interested. The door closed behind her. For 30 seconds, the council sat in stunned silence. Then the scramble began. Every species suddenly desperate to establish direct diplomatic channels with Earth, to apologize, to negotiate, to salvage what they'd casually thrown away. By day's end, Earth had received 412 formal requests for bilateral trade agreements. Sarah approved 6. And back on Earth, the Human Council received her report with grim satisfaction. The mask was off. Polite mode disabled. Let the galaxy learn what humans were like when they stopped pretending to need permission.